Bhagavad Gita as it is, Chapter 2, Text 65. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasyopajayate prasanna chetaso hyasho buddhihi paryavatishtate. Synonyms: Prasade, on achievement of the causeless mercy of the Lord; Sarva, all; Dukkhanam, material miseries; Hanihi, destruction; Asya, his; Upajayate, takes place; Prasanna chetasaha, of the happy-minded; He, certainly; Ashu, very soon; Buddhihi, intelligence; Pari, sufficiently; Avatishtate, established. Translation: For one who is so situated in the divine consciousness, the threefold miseries of material existence exist no longer. In such a happy state, one's intelligence soon becomes steady. Text 66. Nasti buddhira yuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana nacha bhavayata shantir ashantasya kutah sukham. Synonyms: Na asti, there cannot be; Buddhihi, transcendental intelligence; Ayuktasya, of one who is not connected with Krishna consciousness; Na, neither; Cha, and; Ayuktasya, of one devoid of Krishna consciousness; Bhavana, mind fixed in happiness; Na, neither; Cha, and; Abhavayataha, one who is not fixed; Shantihi, peace; Ashantasya, of the unpeaceful; Kutaha, where is; Sukham, happiness. Translation: One who is not in transcendental consciousness can have neither a controlled mind nor steady intelligence, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? Purport: Unless one is in Krishna consciousness, there is no possibility of peace. So it is confirmed in the 5th chapter, 5.29, that when one understands that Krishna is the only enjoyer of all the good results of sacrifice and penance, and that He is the proprietor of all universal manifestations, that He is the real friend of all living entities, then only can one have real peace. Therefore, if one is not in Krishna consciousness, there cannot be a final goal for the mind. Disturbance is due to want of an ultimate goal, and when one is certain that Krishna is the enjoyer, proprietor and friend of everyone and everything, then one can, with a steady mind, bring about peace. Therefore, one who is engaged without a relationship with Krishna is certainly always in distress and is without peace, however much one may make a show of peace and spiritual advancement in life. Krishna consciousness is a self-manifested peaceful condition which can be achieved only in relationship with Krishna. Text 67. Indriyanam hi charatam yanmano no vidiyate tadasya harati prajñam vayurnavam nivambhasi. Synonyms: Indriyanam, of the senses; He, certainly; Charatam, while herding over; Yat, that. Manaha, mind. Anuvidiyate, becomes constantly engaged. Tat, that. Asya, his. Harati, takes away. Prajnam, intelligence. Vayuhu, wind. Navam, a boat. Eva, like. Ambhasi, on the water. Translation. As a boat on the water is swept away by a strong wind, even one of the senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. Purport. Unless all of the senses are engaged in the service of the Lord, even one of them engaged in sense gratification can deviate the devotee from the path of transcendental advancement. As mentioned in the life of Maharaja Ambarisha, all of the senses must be engaged in Krishna consciousness, for that is the correct technique for controlling the mind. Text 68. Tasmadyasya mahabaho nigrihitani sarvashaha indriyanindriyartebhyas tasya prajna pratishtita. Synonyms. Tasmat, therefore. Yasya, of one's. Mahabaho, O mighty armed one. Nigrahitani, so curbed down. Sarvashaha, all around. Indriyani, the senses. Indriya artebhyaha, for the sake of sense objects. Tasya, his. Prajna, intelligence. Pratishtita, fixed. Translation. Therefore, O mighty armed, one whose senses are restrained from their objects is certainly of steady intelligence. Purport. As enemies are curbed by superior force, similarly, the senses can be curbed not by any human endeavor, but only by keeping them engaged in the service of the Lord. One who has understood this, that only by Krishna consciousness is one really established in intelligence, and that one should practice this art under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, is called sadhaka, or a suitable candidate for liberation. Text 69. Yanisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagarti samyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sanisha pashyato munehe. Synonyms. Ya, what. Nisha is night. Sarva, all. Bhutanam, of living entities. Tasyam, in that. Jagarti, wakeful. Samyami, the self-controlled. Yasyam, in which. Jagrati, awake. Bhutani, all beings. Sa, that is. Nisha, night. Pashyataha, for the introspective. Munehe, sage. Translation. What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-controlled, and the time of awakening for all beings is night for the introspective sage. Purport. There are two classes of intelligent men. The one is intelligent in material activities for sense gratification, and the other is introspective and awake to the cultivation of self-realization. Activities of the introspective sage or thoughtful man are night for persons materially absorbed. Materialistic persons remain asleep in such a night due to their ignorance of self-realization. The introspective sage remains alert in the night of the materialistic men. The sage feels transcendental pleasure in the gradual advancement of spiritual culture, whereas the man in materialistic activities, being asleep to self-realization, dreams of varieties of sense pleasure, feeling sometimes happy and sometimes distressed in his sleeping condition. The introspective man is always indifferent to materialistic happiness and distress. He goes on with his self-realization activities undisturbed by material reaction.